It's Week 11 of the National Football League, and we'll see.
Time for teams to start making moves towards the postseason. Here we go. It's Week 11. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So the Titans ready for their opening drive of the game. And leading them out, the second pick of the second round back in 2023. Out of Kentucky, it's Will Levis.
You know it was hard for him to enjoy that win last week, Katie. He had one of those little smiles, one of those little fake smiles, because he knows his teammates picked him up in a turnover-filled showing. This week, and he said it himself, it's on him to pick everybody else up, get back on track, play some better football, take care of that ball, and you know you'll have a better chance to win.
We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
40 Rita. Linda, 22 Linda. Heroes down, 90 down, 49 Rita. Troy. 20 Rita.
Levis setting to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here's Levis. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Now on 4th down, A.J. Cole headed out to handle the punt. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. So here come the Cardinals now as they get set for their opening drive. And leading the way is their 4th-year QB.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play. A couple of interceptions. He's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's gone into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that.
And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Cardinals 1st down. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
He's on the move. He's running for it. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
That's taken at the 15. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Titans are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. And he is the NFL leader in rushing yards as we work through November. He's hoping an excellent season can continue as such here. The give to Pacheco to start the drive. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Titans will have a 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Cardinals side of the field. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Like 49.
Right back to Pacheco. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, It'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
22 Linda.
Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down.
49.
They'll go Levis. They connect for the first. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Running left with Pacheco. And he gets this down to the 41 before being stopped. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Hey, come on.
It's Pacheco again. And he's brought down for a loss.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Throwing his Levis on 3rd down. Buys time, rolling, and they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Here comes A.J. Cole back to the field for a punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. Now he gets set to see the Cardinal offense for the second time. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. In the middle holds, they don't get anything on the run. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got him, that's McBride. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
And he'll get it up to the 27. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona. Pass play coming here. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. He'll throw it. That pass is complete to McBride. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They'll come up 1st and 10. It's Benson on the give. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Here's 2nd and 7. Finds him over the middle. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. We've finished 1 quarter in what's still a... Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Cardinals football. They're moving it well, but now face a 3rd and short. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down. Hand off to Benson from the gun. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
McBride hauls it in. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
Kate, that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Here's a throw. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Now the Cardinals sending out the field goal unit. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
On the return, here comes Davis. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Titans and this running back headed back out for a new series. And as we work our way through November, you see here he's the leader league-wide right now in rushing touchdowns. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Like 46.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he's brought down after a short gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Running right is Pacheco. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Now a give left side to Pacheco. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Pickup of 5 on that play. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
Mike zero.
A give right side. Here's Pacheco. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Levis. Finds a man right side. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
A 1st down carry for Pacheco. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Well, Brock, they've made it a point to incorporate him into their offense, and hey, no arguments here. He has been awesome and given them a spark they need when he gets involved.
And it's so nice offensively, Kate, when you feel it, when you can run it, when you can throw it, and especially running it like this, going to pay huge dividends as the game goes on.
Man, he's been having a great 1st half, really playing a key role so far in this offense.
But you know and I know what's coming, Kate. We call them adjustments, right? You hit a homer, you take that fastball deep, you're not going to see it anymore. And you get run on like this, the defense is going to make some adjustments at halftime.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. This defensive battle has reached the 2-minute warning. The Titans pushing for points. Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal.
Right 13, right 13.
Pacheco. And he's in for the touchdown. The Titans get some late points and the lead. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Kicking team out to try the extra points. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans take a 4-point lead. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Cardinals in possession of it once again. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Throw right side, caught by Wilson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Here's 2nd and 5. Caught, nice gain left side. He does it, touchdown Arizona. The Cardinals get some late points and the lead. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals push their lead to 3. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. On the return, here comes Davis. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he goes out of bounds to hand them excellent field position. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10.
Mo. 40 Rita.
Now Levis. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 2nd and 3 now.
Right 24, Linda. Right 49, right 49.
Throwing is Levis. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
Right 54. Yeah, right 54.
Levis back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Tonight.
Levis throwing again. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. From the red zone now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans take the lead just before halftime. Looking to tack on the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Titans take a 4-point lead. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. From the 34. Gets it to him on the screen. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. He's back to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's on the move. They're working a couple yards past the line. Aleem McNeil in on the tackle. Gonna have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly. We're skipping right through to the starts of the third quarter. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Arizona has the football first to start the third, and here comes its offense. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field, incomplete. No connection on the last play, and out third down. Setting up a throw. Taken in by Harrison. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. They're throwing it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Left side, into the hands of McBride. He's got a gain of 6 there. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. From the 38. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 31. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point. Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. Here's a return from the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Titans and Will Levis set to take over again. And he already has a passing touchdown in this game. As you can see, that's what he's done with regularity all year, sitting among the NFL leaders in that category. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down.
Like 49.
They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Like 49.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Going to the ground again on first. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
A 2nd down run by Pacheco. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
On first down, they'll run. And he's able to take this down to the red zone. He stopped at the 17. 2nd and 3 now.
Like 40.
Back to the well again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense.
Offside, defense.
And no surprise here, they declined the flag because the play got a first down, so they're going to happily let it stand. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here following the penalty. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Pacheco. And he ticks this one in for a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans push their lead further to start the half. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Setting up to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Titans grow their lead to 8. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Arizona offense about set to get going here. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Completed over the middle. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Lee McNeil in on the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's a Cardinals 1st down. They just get the play off. He completes it in traffic. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 3 quarters in the books from this one. Second and 6 coming up here. They motion the tight end over. They give on 2nd to Benson. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Dropping back to throw. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Cardinals down by only 2 in the 4th. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no...
And he's taken down. The defense maintains the 2-point lead. Well, they took their shot at the tie, but they'll need to manufacture another score in the time remaining now as that 2-point try is unsuccessful.
It becomes a little bit tougher to punch it in for 2 when that defense knows what's on the line, too. That's a spot where their hand is forced after the touchdown. They have to do their best to surprise them with the call. Easier said, kid.
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. 1st and 10. It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. 2nd down now. 7 to go. Levis setting to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
It's Pacheco on 3rd. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. It's Pacheco again. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Right back to Pacheco. And he gets this down to the 41 before being stopped. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Right by 4.
Levis to the air now. He has the first over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Like 54.
Looking to throw, Levis. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
Like 13.
Running right is Pacheco. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Back to Pacheco here on 2nd. And he's got a nice gain down inside the 10-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 6, and they need only inches now here on 3rd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage. 3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
They'll run it with Pacheco. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Tonight.
They'll run Pacheco. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. This is going to go as a pickup of 4. 2nd and goal coming up.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Titans up by just a couple of points. Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal.
Mark 0.
Pacheco has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
Like 4.
They'll try to run with Pacheco. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a 1-score ball game.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Cardinals ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Cardinals in the hurry-up now, racing the clock as they work to get set. Setting up to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Cardinals in the hurry-up now, racing the clock as they work to get set. Flushed out now to his left. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Cardinals in the hurry-up now, racing the clock as they work to get set. He connects downfield on 4. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Time not on their side here as they get set for first down. No timeouts remaining either.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Here he is to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. So this winds up a win for the Titans. And yet another challenger is vanquished as they continue to carry this undefeated season in November. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Titans are your winners as we say goodbye from Nashville.